जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय 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 जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम 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 Hari Om, pranams to you all. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. So we were reading from the book Experiences and Reflections by Swami Satchidananda ji. On his centenary, the book was brought out. The topic is Divine Leela. Leela, divine playfulness. That is the way devotees look at the world. They do not consider the world as the illusion or non-existent. They consider the world to be God playing his eternal drama. He has assumed innumerable forms to play this drama. He himself, God himself has taken so many names and forms to play the drama, eternal drama. He himself is every player. In the innumerable parts he has taken, he has assumed individuality in every form. He forgets that he is himself in these different forms because of Maya, illusion of the conditional world, his own illusionary power. So, to taken so many names and forms, multiple names and forms. And he wears a mask of ignorance, thinking that I am different from all. So, individual forms exist as if that is the illusion in each form. So, that is where separateness, otherness comes, diversity. So, he plays this eternal drama, taking innumerable parts himself, who is the witness to this great drama. He himself is the witness, and his drama goes on eternally. He only will be witnessing, and he is playing all the roles, assuming all the names and forms, and then playing the drama, eternal drama. It continues. That is the way the devotees look upon it. The game is ever changing. What happens this minute is different to what happens the next minute. We don't know. Change, continuously. Some change will go on. What is there now? We cannot say it will be there like that only. Next moment, any change can take place. It is an eternally changing game. And names and forms. In the divine Leela, everything is permitted. In the drama, we have tragedies and comedies, and we appreciate every part played. In the divine Leela, everything is permitted. In the drama, we have tragedies and comedies, and we appreciate every part played. If one person plays the part of a robber and he does it well, and when he comes out of the drama, we can congratulate him. Usually in a drama, if a person plays as a robber, so we appreciate his role, no? Oh, so beautifully you have played, done well and all, no? In this Leela, everything is possible and everything is necessary. So same way, everyone is trying to play their own role. If we understand, then we only witness it. We don't label it good, bad. It should not be like that. It should be like this. Now presently we feel, why that person is behaving like this? Why this is like that? Why that is like that? It will be like that only because it is God who is assuming the roles and playing. So kindly keep in silence mode. Because of ignorance, we see them as diverse things. But when our vision is purified, we see them as forms of God Himself. Now presently our vision is impure. That is the reason we see dvandvas. But once we are purified, we see all forms, all this is like a God's Leela only. One God. He Himself has taken all the names and forms and playing all the roles. Dedicate oneself to the Supreme Being. Our Master has taught us that devotion is one of the simplest and safest ways to return home. Devotion. What is devotion? What is bhakti? Devotion means bhakti. Prema. What is it? Papa says constant remembrance is called devotion, bhakti. Exclusion of all other thoughts. One thought of God. That is called devotion. Remembering Him with love. Our Master has taught us that devotion is one of the simplest and safest ways to return home. Return home means our real home, origin, from where we have come. In the beginning, we feel the divine or the supreme being as separate from us. So when we start our sadhana, first step is we feel God is separate and we are separate. That is how Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he used to do puja to mother. I am separate and God is separate. That is how we start our sadhana. Then because we have not understood that we ourselves are that supreme being, we project Him. Think of Him as a personally outside us or as a power outside us and give all our love and devotion to Him. So we don't know that He is within us, all these things. So we think He is separate, I am separate, but we pour all our love to that deity. That is how we all start our sadhana. It is your power that has been working, and I have been claiming wrongly that I am responsible for all this doing. Here the Guru means the supreme being. To that power we surrender. So our Master has taught us that devotion is one of the simplest and safest ways to return home. In the beginning, we feel the divine or the supreme being as separate from us because we have not understood that we ourselves are that supreme being. We do not know we are that supreme being, that power, that God factor. We feel we are separate, God is separate and He is there in the form. So we adore and then do puja, everything. We project Him. Think of Him as a personally outside us or as a power outside us and give all our love and devotion to Him. Then we come to understand that He is seated in our own heart. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa first he started doing the puja to Divine Mother, thinking that Mother is there in that form. Then he continued doing with pouring all love and devotion. Then slowly that paved the way to feel that the mother whom is doing puja is there within. First outside form he started doing puja and slowly he started feeling the mother is there within me. Then he started doing puja to himself. Then we are not different from Him. Finally we realize our oneness with Him. Then we feel He is there within me. Then slowly we feel one only is there in me and everywhere. Then puja stopped. He started doing puja first to outside Mother, Divine Mother. Then he realized the Mother is within me. Then he started doing puja to himself. Then after some time he started seeing only Mother, I am not there. Only Mother is there everywhere. There is no devotee to do puja. Then puja stopped. Became one with Him. Only one power is existing all over. Then there is no puja. So means there is nobody to do puja. Everything is only that God. So that is we realize our oneness with Him. We become one. So the devotee and God becomes one. Initially, one must surrender to and get guidance from the Guru. Who is the Guru? One who has become one with the Supreme Being. Guru means whoever has realized that became one with the Supreme Being, the power. That person, we take it as Guru and surrender. What is surrender? Sharanagati means what?
Surrender all the.
What is surrender? So in Western countries, surrender means defeat. What is the defeat? If you take that meaning also, defeating the ego, surrendering the ego, ahankar. Parityaga. Can we do that parityaga? It is not there only. We realize that it is not there. One is there, we can do parityaga, but it is not there. No, what is not there? I am thinking it is there. It is a sense of individuality. That is a feeling only it is there. Actually, it is not there. If we start searching for ego, is really ego existing? So Papa says, like, onion layers, if you go on, peel one by one, one by one, one by one, finally nothing will be there. So ego as such is not there. It's a feeling that I am separate from the rest of the creation. That I, the small I, But as a children, we didn't have, no? Childhood, that I was not there, no? That me is not there. That's why they are so free, no? They come to anybody, they will be laughing, smiling. They don't have any discrimination, no? There is no difference. Even when we are before birth also, there is no me, no? Nothing was their mother's womb. Then we came out, there is no me. Slowly when we started growing, no? After a few years, slowly me started coming out. Sense of individuality. And children, no, we only teach them, no? You tell, this is yours, no? Tell. They don't have actually. We only tell them, this is your name. You tell, this is me. You tell your name. They do not know.
Childish.
Then after growing, then one Mahatma says one fine day, this is not what you are thinking, you are not that. We are thinking this is me, all these are mine. So Mahatma says you are not this what you are thinking, you are that power, one. So first we will assume, then again removing. Attach, then detach. Sivanand Swamiji used to say, like a railway, this thing, no? Railway bogies. Attach and detach. So ego as such is not there. Surrendering to that realized master, Guru. Who is the Guru? One who has become one with the Supreme Being. Surrender has a different meaning in the West. There, surrender is defeat. If you use the word defeat, it is the defeat of the ego in us. The ego disappears. We accept that I have no power. It is your power that has been working, and I have been claiming wrongly that I am responsible for all this. But we are not, no? So Papa says God means the subtle mysterious power which is there in all. One power expressing through all names and forms. So one power. So we realize that the power in me is there in everybody, in everything. Then ego disappears. So to whom we have to surrender? To that power. The power which is there in me is there in everybody. That power I should surrender. Surrender means Sharanagati. She was telling, Sharanagati means what? We think everything is done by that power. I am only an instrument in the hands of God. It is His power which is making me to speak. His power which is making me to see. His power which is making me to hear. That's why there is a prayer in our ashram. All of you must have heard, no? Peace prayer. Adorable presence. Thou art within and without, above and below, and all around. Thou art interpenetrating the very cells of our beings. Thou art the eye of our eyes. Eye by itself cannot see. The power which is making the eye to see, the power which is making the ear to hear, that power we surrender. The power is same in everybody, in everything. Adorable presence. What is the meaning of presence? How to understand? What is it? Presence. Adorable presence. How to feel that presence? What is that presence? The me, present me, when it is absent, then we feel the presence of that presence.
Presence of the present.
When this me, actually this me is asking, when it is absent, then only we can feel the presence of the presence.
That's why it's called omnipresence.
Then what does it mean? So the mind, the thinking mind should stop. Then we feel the presence of that power. The thinking mind stops, then we will be able to feel the presence of the presence.
That's why in one passage, Papa says, the me got infused with the divinity.
So, let us take example. Suppose we are walking here. When we walk, the trees, the plants, the sky, the birds, mountain, whatever we see, when we look at it, presence is there. Means there is no thought. And we don't even know that we are looking at it. Just see. We don't even know that we are seeing also. Just that is presence. Means there is no thought, nothing will be there. Even the awareness of seeing also is not there. Just we hear the birds sound, sky, plants, flowers, fruits, trees, birds. So when thought, the thinking mind is absent, then we will be able to feel the presence of the presence. Suppose same thing when we are walking, our mind is disturbed. Some stress, some relation problem, something or other, stress in the job or something. Though all the things are there, but my story, my mind, because of that preoccupied with the story, it won't be able to feel the presence.
It groups either with past or future.
No, just to think, because imagine we are walking. Just birds, you hear the sound, then look at the sky. You just look, that's all. There is no thought involved there. That means presence is always there. So what all I assume, So mind is free, the thinking mind is absent, then I will be able to feel the presence. We don't need any techniques, skills and all those things, because it is already there. Because of the mind, thinking mind, we are unable to feel the presence. That is called God, the power, the mysterious power, all those things. Presence. Adorable presence. It is always there. Thou art within and without, above and below, all around. It is there already. I am not able to feel because my mind is preoccupied with so many things. So mind is when it is free. The absent of thinking mind is there. Then we will be able to feel the presence. Presence means that God factor, the power, the energy, whatever name, self, truth, reality, supreme being. It is so simple, we make it so complicated. Now and here, that's why Omkar Swamiji's prayer, he says, the eye of the eye, the ear of the ear, the heart of the heart, the mind of the mind, the soul of our souls. Bless us, dear God, to be aware of thy presence now and here, not later. It is there. Because of our thinking mind, we are not able to feel the presence. So that's why we should try when we are free or morning. So Papa used to say the period is ever so small, 2 minutes, 1 minute. When we get time, we should watch. Papa used to say utterance of God's name is to make the mind ultimately still, free from thoughts. In that stillness, you know and realize God. So what is the curtain between us and God is thought. So all sadhanas we are trying to do is to make the mind still, free from thoughts. That is the idea. We may be doing, studies in the school, or we may be doing Vishnu Sahasranama, we may be chanting Bhagavad Gita, anything we do. Ultimately, the idea is to make the mind first one-pointed, then free from that one thought also. Mind should cease. Then we will have the experience of that presence. So we should try. So to that Supreme Being, we should surrender. That is what surrender, Swamiji says. The role of a guru, next topic. It is essential for the people on the path to get real guidance from a realized person. He is called the guru. The guru means who has become one with that power, who has realized the power which is there in me, is there in everybody, in everything. That realization. So he is the guru. It is essential for the people on the path to get real guidance from a realized person. He is called the guru. But to find the guru is not easy. We may see many people approaching him and adoring him. So we can also go there and sit at his feet in all humility. Then we come to know so many people will be going, adoring him. We come to know, then we also go there, and then what we will do? We will try to sit in his presence with humility. What is humility? What is humility? How to sit?
Humbleness.
Pardon?
Humbleness.
Humbleness. Very good. Humbleness. That means empty. We have to go as empty. Otherwise, if you fill and go, then what will you feel? Suppose you go with the filled vessel, then what will you feel? If you take empty vessel, then you will be able to feel something, isn't it? So we should go without any prejudice. So it should be, first thing is when we approach a guru, we should know that guru is going to guide me. I know nothing. If I fill my mind and go, I know everything, then what will the guru give? Usually we think we know. First guru starts telling, we know, we heard, and then we start telling. Because nowadays we see YouTube, so many things we listen, no? Before guru starts talking, because we know, we start telling. With that receptivity, I know nothing. So that empty mind, if we go, then we can take what Guru gives. Otherwise, if we go with filled knowledge, what will the Guru do?
Spills out.
So we should try. When we go with humility, humbleness, he is going to with faith, he is going to guide me, it is going to help me. With that feeling, I should go and sit. But to find the Guru is not easy. We may see many people approaching him and adoring him, so we can also go there and sit at his feet in all humility. Where to sit? At his feet. Then we will experience the peace and bliss radiating from him, and we can say that he is the one that can be trusted and who can guide us. With that bhavana, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has told what are the qualities of a student who is approaching the Guru. The faith and the Guru should be there, humility should be there. I should know that he knows better than me. All those things should be very, very clear. Then when we go and sit at his feet with humility, what happens? He is a radiator of all peace and bliss. Then I become receptive. I will be able to feel the peace and bliss in his presence. Otherwise, I will go with the mind, oh, what will this Guru knows this thing or not, no, or whether he knows or not. With that feeling, if I go, I may not be able to receive it. So this we have shared, again we will share. There is nothing wrong. So many new people are there. So somebody asked Papa, when satsang, he used to sit in Panchavati and he used to have satsang. So in satsang, some devotee asked, Papa, Ramana Maharishi, with his look, he has given you realization. Why don't you do for all of us? A saint can do with a look, at a touch. So, why don't you do? Then Papa said, if you have come, like Ramdas, how he went to Ramana Maharishi, definitely I will do. Ramdas went to Ramana Maharishi as a dry wood. The fire immediately caught. Dry wood, no? Immediately the fire catches, no? If you come as a wet wood, fire is there, but dry wood means immediately it catches. So if you people also, Ramdas is already, grace is pouring. From a saint, it's like a rain, it is pouring. But if you keep umbrella, you don't want to allow the rain to fall on you, what will the Guru do? So when we go, Mahatmas are, they are pouring, it is there. I should be receptive. When I go there, I should be able to take it. When I can take, if I take a filled vessel, I won't be able to take anything. If I turn my vessel, little bit will come. If I keep opposite, nothing will come. So that is what Papa said. Yes, Ramdas is ready. If you have come like Ramdas went to Ramana Maharishi, same way, dry wood. He has no desire. He wants nothing. Papa went, just sat for some time with Ramana Maharishi, for little part. Then he got up after some time. Then did pranams. Then prayed to him, kindly bless this child. Then Ramana Maharishi didn't do anything, just he turned his eyes, intently looked at Papa. Then Papa's experience, Papa has written. He was in ecstasy, all thrill came in. Because he was dry, nothing is there inside, no, empty. Immediately he could feel. But we also go to Mahatmas, what with all our desires. I want this, I want that. I am going for this, I am going for that. I need this, I need that. Filled with our vessel. Heart is filled with so many worldly desires. That's why Mataji always used to tell, whenever a Mahatma, any devotee doing prostrations, pranams, please ask for only for Papa, don't ask for worldly things. Ask for Papa means the subtle, mysterious power, one power which is there in everybody. Ask for that. Nirguna Nirakara Sashvata Ananda Swarup, who is all pervading reality, indwelling reality within. Ask for that. That is what she used to say. When you ask, that God becomes yours, everything becomes yours. You don't have to ask only little. Everything becomes yours. So like that Guru, when we go and sit in their presence, if the person is the Guru is realized soul, we feel immediately the peace and bliss, because he will be radiating that wherever he is. That is his nature. But if I am not feeling that, that means there is something wrong with the equipment, with me, not with the Guru. So then we will experience the peace and bliss radiating from him, and we can say that he is the one that can be trusted and who can guide us. I can then say I will accept him as my Guru and serve him, love him and take guidance from him. But we should not stay with him too long. We should not stay with the Guru for a long time. When we stay with him too long, we start finding faults because of our impurity. We start finding fault with the Guru. First we consider him divine, but if we stay with him for too long, we start seeing faults, and then we see him only as a human being. That is not good for the spiritual aspirant. So stay with the Guru for some time and then go away and practice independently, alone, somewhere. That is more beneficial. But come to the Guru often for guidance. You can keep coming and going and taking the benefit of it. What happens? Because we start staying with the Guru, so he will be like us only. We see with our impure mind, he will be like me only, talking, walking, eating, doing everything. We think, he is also like me, human being only. We forget he is a divine power. Then we start finding fault slowly. Then Swamiji is talking about the sadhana. There are various methods and sadhanas. Our Master Swami Ramdas and other teachers say that if we take up chanting the name of God, it will gradually cleanse the mind of all its dirt and make it pure. So many sadhanas are there. One of the sadhana is chanting the name of the Lord. So Swamiji says gradually it cleanses the mind. And all its dirt will go and then become pure. With the pure mind, we can see the light of God. When we first take up the chanting, we feel that God is separate from us. We give him a separate personality and we consider ourselves as his children, his servant or something different from him. This type of devotion solely to him will purify the mind. Exclusive devotion, no? Exclusion of all other thoughts. Only God thought will be ruling our mind. Then our mind becomes pure. We consider him as our mother or our master. We serve him and dedicate our life entirely to him. And we think about him day and night. Whatever we do for his sake. And whatever we think, it must be about him. Moreover, we consider that everything is him in different forms. This way, we will be immersed in thoughts of him only. This constant thinking of him will perfectly purify our mind and prepare us for his revealing himself in us. That is the easiest and safest sadhana as prescribed by our master. So what is the sadhana Papa has given here? We should take up the chanting. Then we should think God is there, I am also there. Then exclusive devotion, all our love. Then whatever we talk about Him only. Whenever we think, any thought comes only about Him. Whatever we do, we try to do for His sake only. So like that, the whole thought, word and deed is filled with our Guru, with devotion. Then mind becomes purified. The type of devotion solely to Him will purify the mind, solely to Him. We consider Him as our mother or our master. We serve Him and dedicate our life entirely to Him. And we think about Him day and night, always thinking about my Guru. Whatever we do for His sake. And whatever we think, it must be about Him. Moreover, we consider that everything is Him in different forms. So, Papa, when he has given the mantra initiation to Mataji, so Papa told 3 things to Mataji. One is, do not use the mala for counting. Do not do any puja to any deity. Do not do puja. Then do not read any book. Instead, he said, chant the mantra always with your hands. Whatever you do, you think that it is His power which is making you to do. Whomever you serve, you think you are serving to that Guru's form. All forms and names are that power, that Guru only. Instead of that, practice this. This is what the sadhana Papa gave it to Mataji. Mataji did it exactly like that. Mataji from childhood, she used to do pujas a lot. Reading Bhagavad, Ramayana, so many things. Suddenly he said, no, stop. That means when outside activities are stopped, mind goes within. That is the idea. It should go inside. So that is the easiest and simplest thing Papa says, Swamiji says. That is what our master told. There are various methods and sadhanas. Our master Swami Ramdas and other teachers say, our master Swami Ramdas and other teachers say that if we take up chanting the name of God, it will gradually cleanse the mind of all its dirt and make it pure. With the pure mind, we can see the light of God. When we first take up this chanting, we feel that God is separate from us. We give Him a separate personality and we consider ourselves as His children, His servant, or something different from Him. This type of devotion solely to Him will purify the mind. We consider Him as our mother or our master. We serve Him and dedicate our life entirely to Him. And we think about Him day and night. Whatever we do it for His sake. And whatever we think, it must be about Him. Moreover, we consider that everything is Him in different forms. This way, we will be immersed in thoughts of Him only. This constant thinking of Him will perfectly purify our mind and prepare us for His revealing Himself in us. That is the easiest and safest sadhana as prescribed by our master. That is the sadhana here goes on, the Papa has told. Then self-enquiry. The question, who am I, answers all the questions. The question, who am I, answers all questions. If we understand that we have nothing more to talk, nothing more to ask. The question, who am I, answers all the questions. If we understand what we are, we have nothing more to ask. We identify ourselves with the body, mind and intellect and senses. That is a wrong identification. We identify ourselves with the body, mind, intellect and senses. That is wrong identification. That is what happened to Arjuna. Whenever we identify wrongly, dukkha comes, sorrow comes, delusion takes place. Arjuna, before coming to the war, he was very clear the war is between dharma and adharma. He was very fine. He came for fighting. Then in the middle, in between what happened, he requested Lord Krishna, his charioteer, to take the chariot and keep in between the two armies. Then he saw differently. Earlier the thought was dharma and adharma, and he is in dharma side. As a king, it is his duty to protect the dharma. Now he forgot he is a king. He identified himself with body, mind, intellect and senses. Relations. Relations comes to this only, no?
To the body.
Yes. Then dukkha came. Sorrow. Sorrow comes. Sorrow's friend is delusion. So delusion comes. Intellect get clouded. We won't be able to see the things clearly. So all confusion starts. In our life also it is like that. Identification with body, mind and intellect causes all sorrow. So if we understand that we have nothing more to ask. We identify ourselves with the body, mind and intellect and senses. That is a wrong identification. Actually we are the cell, that which connects all these things. Ramana Maharishi wants us to find out who really we are. His question, who am I, is to clarify that we are not the body, mind, intellect and senses, but the cell. The cell, the subtle mysterious power, one power which is there in me is there in everybody and in everything. If we realize that we have realized everything, we are in the state of darkness, we are groping in darkness, we want to see light. How to get into the light? We are actually light ourselves. Only we have forgotten what we really are. Self-inquiry will lead us to that light. To know ourselves is enlightenment. So there is nothing separately to be known. We are that, but we forgot. We are wrongly identifying. We are identifying with the body, mind and intellect and senses instead of that power. So Papa says when you look at a person, you not only looking at the personality, the power in him, you have to identify. To that power you should be connected, not with the personality. So whenever we see a person is existing because of the power, life. Power is expressing in the form of life principle. So when we look at a person, personality will be there, person will be there. My connection should be with the power, not with the personality. That is right identification. I am the self, I am not the body, mind and intellect. Then culmination. Each master or sage is expressing God, and yet each one does it in their own very individual way. It is the same truth but experienced and described in different unique ways. Because God is infinite. He is the diamond of many facets. We only see Him through one facet and we can only explain about this one facet. People experience Him in different ways and express these different experiences in their own language. Nobody can say that they have understood Him completely because He is infinite. We see the body plus the substratum. When we look at anybody, we see the body plus substratum, the power because of which the personality is there. We see that everything in this universe is based on the substratum, that is the self. So when we are progressing on the path, our vision gradually changes And when we are finally established in the self, we are completely changed. So that is how Swamiji concludes. So what is the sadhana here Papa has prescribed? Chanting of the Nama with the exclusion of all other things. And how to chant?
Without Japamala.
No, that is for Mataji. Mataji must have reached that state. That's why Papa has prescribed. Guru prescribes each devotee differently. So we cannot say we are in that state. Mataji has done lot of sadhana and then came before coming to Papa. She was ready. But we are not like that. For us, Mala is not there. We don't do anything only. That's why Mataji used to insist. Everybody, some quota we have to do with Mala. After that, you do without Mala. So that at least something will be there. Otherwise, our mind will be fooling us. It will think we are doing, we may not do anything. Until we get used to it. It should become a habit, like brushing, taking bath, like our routine, Like that, it should become a habit. Then once we habit, it becomes, then automatically we will be doing it wherever we are. So till then we need something, some support outside. Otherwise we don't need. So chanting will help us to take us to the substratum. Provided we do with devotion. Chanting should be done with devotion and with a feeling that God is within me. God who is there within me is making me to chant. Then Papa says, whenever we chant, we should hear our own chanting. Then one-pointedness comes. 3 types of chanting Papa has prescribed. Vocal, that is like Samadhi Mandir we do, loudly we do, everybody will be able to hear. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. I am chanting, I am hearing my own chanting. Then second chanting is silent chanting. Lip movement will be there, tongue movement will be there, but the sound won't come outside. Even this I should hear, I should chant. Then third is no lip movement, no tongue movement. We will be chanting and we will be hearing. So mentally when I chant also, I should chant, I should hear my own chanting. Then one-pointedness increases, ekagra. So this is what Papa has prescribed. We should always remember that it is that power which is there within us in the form of life making us to chant. Otherwise I am a dead body, Dead body won't chant. That means the power is the responsible for my chanting, for all my activities. Through me, what all activities are going on, who is responsible? The power. So who is the doer? Me or the power? Power of God is doing all activities. I am not the doer. So I am not the doer, I am not the enjoyer. Then how to do? The right attitude. What is the right attitude? While performing all my activities, I should have a bhavana, a feeling that Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, as an offering to the Lord. All my activities to be done as an offering to that power, to that consciousness, to that God. And when the results come, I should receive as prasada, because it is coming from God. The result giver is the power of God. So dukkha comes, I receive as prasada. Happily I take. Sukha comes, I receive as prasada. Take happily, because it is coming from God. He is the giver. And all activities should be done selflessly, without any expectation. It is His power which is making me do. To whom it is He who is there in all names and forms. Whom am I doing? The power which is there in me, making me to serve all His innumerable forms. He is only there in everybody, in everything. With His power and to Him only. Tera tujhko arpan. This should be our bhavana. Tera tujhko arpan. That should be feeling. The bhavana should be there. Not lip. From the heart it should come. Because I did not bring anything when I came to this world. Everything is given by Him. Tera tujhko arpan. No? It's not mine. No? Everything belongs to you only. But because you are so merciful, so kind, so you are giving me an opportunity to offer. You are using this instrument to offer. I am blessed. That should be our feeling. You are making me to offer. I have become an instrument in your hands. How blessed I am. So we should never think I am doing. We are not the doer. It is He who is doing through us. And who is receiving, that is also He only. So the bhavana is important. Inside, what is the feeling, with what feeling we do, that matters a lot. So we should not think that, oh, this, I got it, I am doing it, I am giving it. It is He, it is He. Anything I take, a flower, where from it has come? Did I create any flower? Can I?
No.
It is His flower, no? He brought into existence. That His I am taking and then again offering. But why I feel, no, I went there, I brought this much cost, this I did, that I did. The plant I brought out. Can we? Nothing belongs to me, isn't it? What can we give? And we are blessed. He is making us do something. No? We are blessed. For His work He is using as an instrument. So I should be humble. So our life should be like a pen. We are like a pen in God's hand. No? A pen writes so beautiful poems. A award comes. Who will receive the award? The person who has written, no? Not the pen, no? Though pen is the instrument, no? I am like a pen in God's hand. God is the writer, no? God is using me like a pen. So all the glory should go to me or to the God. But what I feel is, no, they did not tell me thanks. I did this. I went there. So I should be like a pen. We never expect anything, no? By itself cannot write, no? There is a writer. This body, mind, intellect, senses can function only because of the power of God. He is moving. We are puppets. A puppet cannot move by itself, no? Somebody is needed to move. So God is the doer. But He is using this, me, no? Then I cannot claim anything, no? But in relative plane, what to do? God said, oh my dear child, I am giving you power of attorney, don't worry. In relative plane, you take the credit with one condition. Pass it on to me immediately. While taking, immediately pass it on. Like, somebody, some work you do, somebody comes and says, excellent, only you could do it, so good. We can say humble way, thank you. Then immediately inside we have to pass it on to the power of God who is seated within us. Oh Lord, this belongs to you. I am taking and giving it back to you. If I do not pass it on, if I keep, then gone. So that's why I should immediately pass it on inside. I should not keep anything. He is the real owner. No? But in relative plane, I can't help it. I have to take it. Somebody says, we have to tell this is mine. While telling, God says, remember inside the real owner is God. That is called renunciation. It's not that I should not own anything. It's not that I should not have. We think, we should leave. We should not have. God has kept with me. I did not ask. Family, profession and society. I don't have to deny. But I should remember everything belongs to Him. I don't have to. Renouncing means people will think, leaving the children, leaving the family, they are taking the akar cloth, going somewhere. No. Very clearly they says, renouncing our ego. What is the tyaga we need to do? We say, no, Kashi, I went, I left this, I left that. What we have to leave is our ego, the small I. That is the tyaga we have to do. That me and mine need to be tyaga. That is renunciation. We can be in the family, profession and in the society. But tyaga is this. So once we do that, then seva becomes spontaneous, effortless. Anyway, Papa's grace, experiences and reflections of Swami Satchidananda Ji. The book gave us a lot of inputs for our sadhana. We will pray to Him who is seated within us to always make us remember that behind my thoughts, words and deeds, it is His power. He is there, He is there, He is there, He is there. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om, pranams to you all. Hari Om, Hari Om.